All right, we're live, or at least it says we're live, so I'll just assume it is. We're on time for a change. How about that? I'm your host, Commander Get Good Fox of Ronan Fox Armored Security, and you're watching MechWarrior 5. This is a Vanilla Plus DLC playthrough where I use the mechs that you guys voted for, and we're going to be continuing where we left off last week in the Dragon's Gambit DLC, which is the third to final DLC, at least until the next one comes out. Glad to see everybody. I'm joined by my usual host, Dr. Sheriff Crab, and how is it going?
Going pretty good. Been off work this week. Although I've been doing so many things every single evening, every single day. I've had stuff to do, so I may as well have been at work. But I guess these things needed to be done.
It is annoying when you get out of work only to realize that it just means that it's time to do other work. But I don't know. I mean, that's
you know.
I gotta know. Welcome to humanity, I suppose.
Yeah, that is true.
I am not dealing with
How's
as
allergies?
many allergies. It's good sense there. Good sense there. Like that's exactly what I was going to talk about. Allergy season is there's kind of an overlapping effect where I live. It's not from a single. Well, it's from plants. But the plants don't come into effect all at once. They actually are staggered. So I would say we're through the worst of it, which is when most of the plants are giving off their pollen simultaneously. But some of them have slowed down. Now we're basically down to like grass and weeds. And that doesn't affect me too much. Like, I have not needed to use eye drops every single day, for example. I put some eye drops in before the stream just to be safe, just to try to protect myself in case I get, like, burning tears or something like that. But the allergy season is beginning to wax. It's definitely making things easier to deal with. Still feeling a bit tired. Like it's like sometimes it's just hard to like motivate myself, but even that isn't as strong as it was like a week or two, especially 2 weeks ago. Let's see what's going on down Chatville. Defiant MechWarrior, he is one of our big time anime night viewers, and Happy Teddy Bear, he says, "Howdy folks, finally getting some good rain." Defiant says we got strong wind and snow. Defiant recently did like some mechanical surgery on one of his guns and managed to salvage that which originally was thought to be a paperweight.
Dead.
Yeah, it was like, where the fuck does this piece go? And to his credit, he figured it out. I don't know if he's shot it since then, but he put it back together. So, now, there you go. Like, it's not a paperweight anymore. Like, the dangers or the fears of taking things apart, not knowing if you could put them back together or not. That is something that sometimes scares me as well. Like, taking something apart, and taking things apart is usually easier than putting them back together. That's for sure.
If it's something that's kind of really broken, my attitude towards it is like, what are you gonna do? Break it more? Who cares? Do you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of my attitude towards it. What are you gonna do? Break it worse? It's already broke.
Well, I think he was just cleaning it and doing maintenance, so it wasn't broken. It wasn't broken. It wasn't broken. I think he was just like, let's just do some routine maintenance. And so there was a risk of breaking it.
There was peril there for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
So let's talk a little bit about the MechWarrior news before we go. If you didn't know, there was a big scare in MechWarrior. It kind of hasn't technically ended yet either. The scare is just I think people just don't really know what to say about it. But it began on April 1st, which is what a terrible time to deliver news. What a truly awful awful time to deliver news. So it began with this guy here. His name is Armin Nouri. And you can see here he was previously a Piranha Games employee. Digital Extremes, too, that's interesting. Digital Extremes is Warframe. He currently works for Epic. And I don't know where the post is, but he made a post where he was basically like, MechWarrior is basically cooked. I'm paraphrasing. That's not the wording he used, but he basically was like, MechWarrior is toast. Like 60% of the team was laid off. Let me see if I can find it. I'll scroll up in the. We posted it down in the MechWarrior section in my Discord. But yeah, he was basically like, MechWarrior is cooked. It's over. It's Jover, boys. 60% layoffs. The remaining personnel will not have the manpower in order to continue development, and it's going to be moved into a support team. Like basically, like kind of like one of the games I played in the past was called Transformers: War for Cybertron, and that's what happened to the company that was making it, High Moon Studios. They were basically repurposed as a support team for Call of Duty. I mean, you know, there's an honor in Call of Duty, but that's what he was saying was going to happen. Okay, it's got to be around here.
I forwarded it to you there.
Okay, so here it is.
At the bottom.
So this is the tweet. So from Armin Nouri, he says, Piranha Game, and like I said, it's on April 1st at 12 p.m. Now, this was a response as well. So I don't think it was on his main tweets. So this was a response to somebody else. Because it was a response to somebody else, the knowledge of it kind of spread slowly. But you could imagine it like a disease in your body. Like it starts to replicate, and then bam, you get hit by the mega symptoms because it's grown enough. Well, that growth occurred around midnight my time, so just kind of like in the dead of night. So even though the news was delivered at 12:06 p.m., the spread of the news and the reaction to the news didn't really hit the community until much later. Like when I took this screenshot, that was like 12 minutes ago. Well, like that was at like midnight, around a little after midnight. So Armin Nouri, this guy who previously worked at Piranha Games, several other companies, and currently works at Epic, says that Piranha Games just had a massive layoff, 60% of the staff, and are moving away from MechWarrior, so won't be getting a lot of MechWarrior games anymore. People asked him to clarify, and he basically said, you can look at LinkedIn, and you can see the large quantity of people who previously were employed at Piranha Games saying that they're now looking for work. And then, so I posted it, and I said, I don't know much about this. It could be alarmist. It could be true. I just don't know enough about it. I'm just posting what seemed to be information. So then we got Flying Debris Guy, who I believe is Iglesias. I think that's his real name. He is a major artist for MechWarrior. Like he does those like battlefield arts for like the DLCs and whatnot, and he also draws and paints the artistic design of the mechs that we see, and not the three-dimensional models, but he creates the artistic vision that then the 3D modelers turn into a sculptable, usable asset in the game. And so he also said he had been working on MechWarrior for the past 15 years, and he's done. He's not working at Piranha Games anymore. Now, that definitely made things not look so good. Then we had some examples of the LinkedIn people who are now looking for work, like they are not working at Piranha Games anymore. So, this was all, in other words, this was not like baseless rumor, baseless speculation. It was like not perfectly accurate, but it was based on, so there was reason to be concerned. Here are some examples of the art that Flying Debris has worked on. Like I said, he does the backgrounds for the DLC pages. He does like the mechs themselves. So like, he was a pretty important guy. Then there were like people responding to it and whatnot. And then finally, somebody posted the Russ Bullock, who is the CEO of Piranha Games. He responded to it and said that, hello, Armin, inaccurate information. It was a very tough day on Monday, but we didn't lay off 60% of the staff. It was about 30%. And we do continue to work on MechWarrior DLC. That's what he said. So he corrected things. And, over here we have Chris Lowry. I believe he's the main writer for MechWarrior 5. But, he said, there's been a lot of gloom and doom about MechWarrior for over the years. The layoffs hit us hard, but we still made a high-rated DLC. He was talking about, that was like last year he was talking about. Yeah. He says, he's kind of being like cryptic here. He says, I don't know how long we'll be able to keep the ship sailing. It's a small miracle that Mercs has received 5 years of post-launch support. And but those of us who are still around who are still committed to supporting MechWarrior as long as we're allowed to do so. I want to thank everyone impacted by the layoffs and, so forth. And so condolences and whatnot. And that's where we kind of are. Now, what I want to do is let's take a look at some of Russ Bullock's tweets we can see real fast. Russ, let's see his replies, and we'll see what he has said about things so far. Where is it? So, No Guts, No Galaxy wanted clarification. He says there was an extension to the MechWarrior contract, or the licensing agreement. Is this needed for the DLCs? This is April 2nd, so this is the day after for future MechWarrior titles. We are confused as we thought development would continue indefinitely. I mean, that's kind of silly. This is a kind of a silly statement. We thought development would continue indefinitely. Nothing continues indefinitely. Or am I misinformed? Or maybe I'm silly. Maybe continuing indefinitely is a corporate jargon, but just the idea of something going on forever is kind of nonsense. Now, Russ said that that's a loaded question, basically. Way too much contract nuance in a single tweet. Suffice to say that 15 years of working with Microsoft and the license has never been a barrier. Well, that's interesting to say. Like some people said, is Microsoft a pain in the ass in this regard? Apparently the answer is no. If we take them at face value, of course, people in positions of power want to project certain images, but I would say I currently have no reason. I'll take it. I'm willing to take it at face value. They've always supported us and allowed us to follow our MechWarrior vision as stewards of the IP. They've been an amazing partner and a rights holder. So over here we've got this guy named Ben Tatership who's pinging Russ Bullock to set the record straight. He asks, are you still working on the MechWarrior franchise? What happens after the DLCs? Russ Bullock does respond to being pinged, and he cryptically says, all I can say is that yes, we still have the license, and yes, it was extended. We were working on MechWarrior before the layoffs, and we continue to work on MechWarrior today. The specifics have to wait until product announcements, as always. There's probably limits to what he is and isn't allowed to say. No Guts, No Galaxy is back. So this is directly related to it was very alarming to be told that 60% was laid off. They're not going to be working on MechWarrior. So No Guts, No Galaxy pings both Piranha Games and Russ Bullock and asks for clarification. Is Piranha Games moving away from the MechWarrior franchise? Is this a huge April Fool's joke that has gone too far? What a terrible timing for to deliver this kind of information on April 1st. It wouldn't be very funny if it was. And Russ says it's not accurate. About 30% of the staff was laid off. It was a horrible day, no doubt, but we still continue to work on the DLC. This is the part where he directly says the information was inaccurate. So Nobody pinged Russ. He just felt the need to. And now look at this. It's a day later. So his response is at 10 a.m. April 2nd. The original was 2 p.m. April 1st. So what, like I said, the information got big at midnight. Now, Russ is probably asleep at midnight Eastern time. So he had no idea this kind of, obviously he knew about the layoffs, but he had no idea that this information was spreading like wildfire. So he wakes up and he decides to make a response. The information is inaccurate. It was a tough day on Monday, but we didn't lay off 60% of the staff. It was about 30%. Let's see what people respond to it saying. Art of Battletech and MechWarrior says, we're sad for everybody. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Art of Battletech and MechWarrior, they basically glaze anything. Anything they say is just kind of like insert massive glaze, like thick like molasses on. So whatever they say isn't particularly relevant. Thanks for the clarification, Russ. This is Armand responding. I really appreciate it. Sounds like it was still a tough day regardless. I'm glad to hear things aren't as severe as what I've heard. Wishing you and the whole studio nothing but the best, some corporate talk at the end. So he's saying here that his information was hearsay, but possibly hearsay that had some credit to it, like, being charitable here. People are just reacting, fans here that they want to see it succeed. Obviously, we want to see it succeed. This is where the guy asking for clarification came from. And nothing else looks particularly interesting there. So that, I think, is what's going on. And now we go from April 2nd. His last reply was on March 14th. So the big gap. So this was significant enough to end the gap in him not using Twitter to post content on April 2nd, one day after the unfortunate news on April 1st. And that appears that is the latest in the news. What does that mean? We don't exactly know what that means. Obviously, here's what I've heard. This is hearsay. I've heard that the company that owns Piranha Games was losing a lot of money. So they just needed to, when a company loses money, the answer is to fire the people or lay off the people who are working for you. That's just the way it works. So they just chose people that were working for them, and so some of them came from Piranha Games. From what I understand, it had nothing to do with the performance of MechWarrior. Apparently, MechWarrior has been performing profitably. I don't know how well, but, it's not a liability. But many companies were affected by the layoffs, and they just did it because the people the people at the top aren't going to take pay cuts, so the people down below need to be let go. That's what I've heard. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I heard, and that it doesn't have to do with the performance of MechWarrior. And if we take Russ Bullock at face value, things are going to continue. I wouldn't be surprised if there are delays. The release dates are always not necessarily concrete, so we might experience delays. If not for the new DLC, then maybe the second DLC. Like the second DLC that's further away might experience delays as a result. But I also would not be surprised if the current DLC gets pushed back a little bit due to the loss of manpower. But that's not a guaranteed thing. It might be fine. Just don't be surprised if it does. Anyways, that's everything I know about the news, which unfortunately isn't that much, but that's because we are not insiders at Piranha Games, or at EG7, their holding company, so nobody really knows what's going on except Piranha Games, their upper leadership, confidants of Piranha Games, and the upper leadership of EG7. They're the only ones who really know. And all I can say is I feel much better about it. If they were going to cut support for MechWarrior, I wasn't exactly sure what I was going to do. But I'm still concerned, but it's not like keeping me up at night or anything like that. Anyways, there it goes. That is the news for today. Teddy Bear says, I heard that there were some layoffs. Yes, indeed, there were some layoffs. But enough bad news. Let's get into playing some MechWarrior 5. This is, I don't know, what mission is this? Eliminate the food distribution hub and armory to break the supply lines. Oh, just some casual famine. You know, I'm down with it. Oh, I should tell you the biome. The biome is autumn forest in the morning. So, you know, conditions should be good. Oh, I think I remember this one. This is the one where he's like, you need to keep up with us. Like, we're all about going fast. So you had better keep up. I think that's the one. If I remember right, this mission isn't that bad. So I kind of want to take maybe a lighter mech. I haven't used the LBX model. Use the LBX model.
I'll use the Black Knight.
And then I guess we'll tow these guys in the larger mechs. Like, we'll just send them in, like, the Awesomes or something. That's fine. Okay. And look at that. Like, we're almost at tonnage. We're only, like, 30 tons off. I think that's perfectly fine. Also, I do need to use some ballistic weapons. My Mason is 8 out of 10 on ballistics. So I probably need to... It's kind of unusual for me to be so far behind on ballistics, because usually... I'm a big fan of ballistics, but the weapon or the mechs you guys voted for don't include a lot.
Your job is to kick up enough noise to alert the Alliance of our actions here. Disrupting their weapons and ration lines is a big step towards that goal. You and the Fourth are tasked with leveling the marked structures.
What accent is this guy supposed to have? I guess Chinese. Like he's like Li Chang or something. But he's dressed like Arabic. He has like Arabic clothing, but he's like...
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what this guy is.
Your misgivings are noted, but desperate times have called for desperate measures.
Oh, got his legs. Okay, so far so good. So, Meatman69 says, why does the dragon have a Gambit? Well, I mean, he's just a really big fan of the X-Men.
Yeah.
He's just a fan of the X-Men. So, I mean, if you were a fan of the X-Men, why wouldn't you have a Gambit? I mean, it seems pretty logical, if you ask me.
What even is the definition of a Gambit? I'm not even sure if I know what that is.
I believe a Gambit is just a risky maneuver. I believe that's what that's my understanding of it. It may be more specific than that, but it's related to the word gamble. Like it's like I believe it is a different word form of gamble. I could be completely wrong, but I believe that's what it is related to.
I mean, it sounds believable enough to me.
Oh, right behind the Victor. Here we go. They really wanted you. They completely just ignored me. They just like blew past me like that. This mech is pretty good. Like LBX, LB10. You know what I hate? I hate LB10X AC. Not the weapon, but I hate the way it is pronounced. It's like LB10X AC. Why can't it be LBX AC10? Because that would like follow the naming convention in a much cleaner way. But instead, they kind of like merge it together, like LB10X. So there's LB5X, LB2X. Like, why can't it just be LBX2 AC or LBX5 AC, LBX10 AC? But like, I don't know. I just find it annoying.
Have you been studying the maps?
No. What do you think? I'm a responsible person? What do you?
It's at the other side of the space.
Oh, on this. Okay. Okay, I'll start looking for it.
It's like
they posted that map, like trying to be helpful, and I'm like, I'm not here to like rain on their parade, but I'm like, the probability of me remembering to use it is quite poor. Okay, so here's where it is, chat. This is where you can get that cargo crate. I guess you could miss it because you could just hug the wall, but it's in that first area pretty nicely. What we recovered are 6 tier 5 small pulse lasers. Now that's quite the trove right there. 3 tier 5 large pulse lasers. That's also quite nice. 4 double heat sinks. That's the least nice of those, but I mean, it's like the first ones were already pretty good.
Absolutely.
Damaku, welcome to the show. Got to talk to Damaku the other day. He was a little tired though, so we didn't get to play anything, unfortunately. He's another one of our mech warriors. Teddy Bear says she MechWarrior gambited on my dragon. Well, so much for our T for T teen stream. We can like, you know, I happy Teddy Bear, more like horny Teddy Bear, like Gooner Teddy Bear. Well, you know, we're gonna have to like we're gonna have to revoke your like name there.
On a,
I would
on a
love to.
too, so I guess it makes sense.
I would love. It's a hump day. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
He's hump day. That's a good point.
We're just humping and humping.
You're in range of the food distribution hub, Commander.
I think there's a stalker here. I want to say, or a battle master. Yeah, there's a stalker. I kind of remembered that.
Is it a special one? 3F? Nah. It's like ye old. Oh, you missed it. So okay, we're gonna like make fun of Defiant. So we're in the anime nights chat, right? And so we're watching Gundam. Now in Gundam, before
Why are they all
mechs.
talking to me? This is crazy.
Oh. All right. Do we want to get this stalker? I think we want to get this stalker. I'm gonna like let this stalker.
I'll deal with these 2 guys that are on me. Shouldn't be too difficult.
Let me get this stalker real fast.
Okay, that's them dealt with.
Like I'm hitting him from the
stalker.
back right now. I'm doing it from behind. It's too late. The Gooner jokes are happening. And you can blame Happy Teddy Bear for it. Is that really all the... There's got to be more enemies than this. So okay, so it's anime night. And, so Defiant MechWarrior is in the chat. And in the Gundam universe, before the more modern mechs for combat exist, there's kind of like proto-mechs. And one of them is called the Ball. And it's called the Ball because it's a ball. It's like literally a metal sphere with arms to do. It's basically a pod that you use in outer space to do work in the arms. You know, you manipulate things with the arms. And so when he got in, I said, you know, Paladin, he's another viewer. He said something. Paladin is a guy who we always attack. We're always like, it's time to attack Paladin. We're going to send our balls to beat up Paladin. Like, that's right. Like, we are going to take out Paladin with our balls. And I said, and then, you know, once, that was Meme who said that. And once he said that, I had the brilliant idea that I'm like, that's what it is. It's ball torture. Like, I'm going to subject you to ball torture. I'm going to send my balls to get you, Paladin. And I'm going to subject you to ball torture. Like, what do you think of that? And, like, Defiant is just like, what did I just, like, enter into the... I'm just destroying this pipe, by the way. I'm laying the pipe down on this pipe. I don't know if I'm supposed to be doing something more intelligent than this. I don't know if I need like a battlefield sit rep, but like I'm just laying down the pipe on that pipe real quick. Oh, I think we're done with the mission.
We are.
And you know, I said that basically like seconds before Defiant. So he jumps into the chat like, "Hey guys, how's it going? I'm subjecting you to ball torture. You know that? I'm sending my balls on you, and I'm gonna subject you to ball torture." So like, I don't know. The chat gets wild. I'll put it that way. The chat. Oh, do we really want a shit tier 0 ERP PC? I kind of do. I don't think I would ever use a tier 0 ERP PC. I don't even use a high quality ERP PC. But I'm not going to use a shit tier 0 PPC. It's not happening. I might take this hot-loaded LRM-20, and none of these are on the list. We're not using the blackjack, right? Yeah, we're not using the blackjack. So I don't know. Let's just take this.
Not gonna lie, it sounds a lot less like anime night and a lot more like hentai night, if you ask me. But that's just.
I mean, it's like, what's the difference? You know, like it's a difference without distinction. I actually love that. I love finding the opportunity to say that phrase, a difference without distinction. So we got a bonus payout, 5 million C-bills, the Mauler MX-90S, that's the Otomo Mauler. And then we got, I don't know, Ari Fuji. Doesn't even have a rank. Just Ari Fuji. Here's what the Otomo Mauler looks like for those who don't have the DLC. It's got this kind of unique paint scheme. Usually has extra bits to make it a little fancier. I don't know what extra bits it has, but it's kind of a weird Mauler. It's a little faster and has a ton of machine guns. I need to use it a little bit more. You know, when you guys vote for the Mauler, I don't know. I'll give it a try. I like the paint scheme though, but we're not using you, so in it goes.
Jokes on chat, Fox. There is no more voting. I'm pretty sure the next stream is the dredges is what is left. So jokes on those guys. They're getting the Mauler.
Oh. So they don't have a choice. We collected 12 machine guns, Tier 3. That gets us about 650,000 C-bills and a Tier 4 LRM-15 with the Artemis system and some regular LRM ammo that I can't fire out of the Artemis system. I think they screwed that up slightly. That gets us to level 8 on Equipment Collector. You'll love to see it. We're actually pretty close to being done. We're level 9 on War Dog, level 7 on Treasure Hunter, level 8 on Mech Hunter, level 6 Mech Collector needs to go up. I might spend, you know, since we're at like 100 million C-bills, maybe I'll buy stuff and just turn them in order to like power level it up. Level 8 on Equipment Collector. Oh, we're at a cantina right now, so let's just snap all 3 of these up. Collect 3 javelins, kill a Marauder 2, go to the Steiner Karita linchpin and get a MIIO encrypted transmission. We literally just cannot do that right now because we are trapped in this contract, so you know, who knows. We need to go to the next planet. Wait, check the mech market. I don't want an Atlas or a Cyclops or a Grasshopper or a Highlander. We need to collect a Marauder, but I'm not paying that's too much for a Marauder. I'll pay like 4 million for you. I'll give you 4 million for our Marauder. Yeah, we don't need any of these, so off we go. Defiant says it was within 5 seconds of us joining. Well, you know, that's just how we roll. That's how we roll. Like, we've got the, like, ball torture. There's also a mobile suit called the Zoc. I wasn't fast enough to think of it. It could have been the Zoc and ball torture, but I wasn't fast enough to think of that. Oh, here's one to kill Igors. So let's get rid of that one that we're not going to be able to do, which is to get the, go to the Steiner Karita linchpin. So we're just going to knock that one out, and then we're going to go ahead and grab the one to get 7 Igors. That we're far more likely to get that done. Let's check the mech market. Another Atlas. I'm not buying it. We have enough awesomes. As awesome as it is, I'm not going to get it. The Cataphract wasn't voted for. The Catapult CPLT-4. Do we need that? Let's consult the list. We do need it. We do need the CPLT C-form. Well, what do you know? So we're going to buy it for their jacked up prices. You know, that's how Steiner makes its money, by just overcharging people. Okay, I'll do it.
Will be damned. I thought we had that.
I mean, I might have. Maybe I just didn't update the list. And
no, I think you're right.
In it goes. What is this thing? In it goes. I don't know what that is, but it's going into the. Let's see what else they're selling. Centurion. I don't know. Okay, I need the list. I did not memorize this. I do need the list. So for Media Max, we do need a Centurion, but do we need an Al? We do need the Owl. Man, they're ripping me off with this stuff. So we're going to buy the Owl. And the Owl goes in. And now what I do is I go right over here to the Centurion Owl and turn it green because we got it. And then the Catapult C4. Boom. So we look at that. We almost have all the catapults. We just need the BB. The big butt. I don't know what the BB stands for. The Catapult Big Butt. And, oh, let's keep looking. The commando? Do we need commandos?
I can't remember. Do you know that?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, that's why we have the list, because I don't commit this crap to memory. We don't need the Hunchback. I don't think we need the Orion VA. That's pretty common. We already have a Orion. Okay, the only Orion we need is the XM1, the Solaris model. The Stalker 3F, we have to have that. Yeah, we have a Stalker 3F already. The Zeus. Let's check the equipment real quick if there's anything interesting. I'll sort by name. You're just looking for something interesting. Nothing super interesting here, at least in ballistics. Ultra AC5 burst fire. I mean, they're ripping me off, but I'm going to buy it. Binary lasers. ER large lasers. Ugh, I'll buy some of these. Ugh, I don't like doing it. I'll buy them all. Expense. Ooh, ER PPC. Oh, we got 4 of them. That's enough. Like, we don't need more than that. Large pulse. I'll buy 1. Then we have 4. That's a nice looking PPC. PPC X, low quality. Splazers. I'll take the Splazer. I'm mainly looking for like the DLC logos. That's kind of how I tell if I want it or not, because I'm mainly looking for DLC weapons. Don't see anything. Lastly, let's go by, we'll sort by owned now. We'll see like what I'm missing. Probably need some of this Artemis ammo. LBX ammo. Ultra AC ammo. Looking for double heat sinks. There we go. So we're almost up to 40 double heat sinks. That's a good sign. Gauss, we actually have 20 Gauss rifle ammo. Surprising. All right, if I remember right, this mission is no joke. I think this is that ice mission that has an ass ton of fighting in it.
Yep. Like stalkers and things at the end.
Yeah, I think it's just all the things. This mission is going to pay out 48 salvage, 5.4 million C-bills, and then we get 1 million in damage coverage on the house. So, I don't know. We got to think about how we want to tackle this. I'm going to send them, obviously, in fire support models. So I'll send them probably in the Awesomes again. What do you want to bring?
I think I'm going to go with this guy.
I think I'll copy you, just so that, I'll try to concentrate attacks with you.
Okay, that makes sense. Do you have any preference over the chem laser or this one, or are you happy enough?
No. They're both fine to me.
Me neither, I just picked the first one I've seen, to be honest.
So, despite having no concern for how we do it, we're, once again, 30 tons underweight.
I used to be so, panicky about that. I always had to have, it perfect, you know what I mean? I always felt like, oh, I'm 30 tons under, I'm going to be panicking. But what you realise quite often is that heavier mechs are not always better.
I mean, the Atlas is a good example. Like, sure, the Atlas is 15 tons heavier than the Stalker, but the Stalker is way better than the Atlas.
Without a doubt.
Teddy Bear says he likes the Mauler. Yeah, I am looking forward to using that one. I don't know if it'll be next season, though, because, well, maybe it will be. Because we have to have a season where we handle all the DLC variants and stuff.
That's true.
Defiant says, in my current playthrough, I have 1 LBX rifle and 6.5 tons of ammo. It's enough ammo, but it takes so much space. So dumb the game won't give us full ton. Then he says, I've constantly ran 80 tons under. Yeah, as long as you have the right mechs, the strength of the mechs is more important than the weight, than the, theoretical weight of the mechs.
Jaeger mech.
That's the end of him.
Zeus?
There's another enemy.
Is Zeus?
Okay. I'm going to flank him with the Infernos. Alright, we always take a little bit of damage at the end of this mission. Like, this is one of these missions where I would like to have us, you know, get through it nicely. Then hopefully these mechs will be ready in 2 missions, because then there's that massive, like, battlefield survival mission.
Yeah, that's right.
Kind of good luck. I mean, we're in this, like, small snaking pathway.
There's still 5 missions after this. I think there's 15 in total.
Oh, where's the cargo in this one?
See that big city we're going to? It's the
oh, it's
top
in the big
sort of
city?
right-hand side of it. It's at the top right of it, and that kind of gap at the top right.
Alright, I'm gonna stop and let everyone catch up. You're gonna go right, I'll go left.
Yeah. Why is he just shooting me? Like, it's crazy. Like, they really want me to do.
I'm not sure myself.
No, there's also a shadow here. I'm gonna kill that shadow.
Alright, I'm diverting. Oh, we
You're
just flattened them. Wasn't even a thing. Ordering the Lance to attack the Thunderbolt. They're shooting the Glacier, which is always useful. And he overheated, even in the ice.
You're rattling their cages, Commander. That means he's doing his job. Just keep pushing forward.
All right, in we go. The real problem is at the very, very end when that final Lance appears with the, like, Marauders and the Stalker. Like, those guys always do more damage than I'm happy with to us.
It's because they're positioned so nasty. Like, the whole mission, once you, like, you basically use, like, short-range weapons, you can walk up to these little bases and just blast things, and you get that last bit, and then there's, like, a bit of distance between you and the enemies, and then they get a little bit of hounding on you. We got awesome.
Target awesome.
Okay, I'm gonna go left.
There's an Orion here as well.
All right, they're locking. I'm ordering the Lance onto the Orion. I'm gonna use this thing to block the Awesome, so he can't shoot me for a moment. The Lance is targeting the Awesome. Was that just the lasers? Went to orange on just the lasers? Target mech. He might be my favorite pilot just because of the dumb things he says.
It's so stupid.
It's like, if he says the target is a toast, does he just, like, transform into, like, toast?
Commander, you must pass through the city core to reach the next target. The scanners are showing multiple contacts on the target path.
Who did
Yes,
that?
Strez,
Did he
it's
shoot
in
me
your
through the
language.
wall? I think this guy shot me through the wall.
Your shots carefully.
Nah, bro's cheating. Oh, good ass, man.
Mobile, Commander. Don't let them trap you between the buildings.
Bunch of cure. Partisan that needs to die, like, rather quickly.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
There's the Victor, the very sad Victor. He's like, I'm gonna get you. Like, I've got an AC-20. Like, I'm gonna get into close combat and I'm gonna blast you. Like, that's what's going to happen.
Target destroyed.
To follow the right wall, and we'll get that.
Okay, moving to the right.
It's right at the very end, and then just like a little bit to the left, and you get to the very end. I think. Something over here with missiles.
Interesting. It's shooting our allies for a change. I don't mind that. They share the damage a little bit. So you'll probably have more damage than me at the end of this. So I'll try to lead the attack on the final group.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of intending. So let you be a bit more. We hit this guy. Dead. There should be a Warhammer, I think, at some point around here.
This is where BAP would actually be nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna destroy this advertisement. I am the real ad blocker.
I think that Black Knight had one actually.
Oh, there's another advertisement. That's an advertisement. Like, I hope people don't need this stuff. Because, like, you know, I'm not changing course. Just saying.
Orbital cannons is still operational, Commander.
Okay, I did locate the cargo.
Till you knock them out.
Okay, good.
All the hostiles
All right, I'm guessing you guys have that under control. I'm just going to grab this. All right, so this is the location of the cargo crate on this level. Let's see what we get. I don't have it memorized.
acquired.
We got 2 level 5 Artemis LRM-15s. That's pretty good. I mean, I feel like they could have given us a little more. Oh, this looks like an advertisement.
It could have given us like some ammunition for it, perhaps.
Yeah, that would have been nice as well. Comstar Financial Services. All right, this is the spot. Okay, I'll take the front here.
I wonder if they can trick them into like coming up to us.
They should. They usually
are,
do.
they are.
Yeah, they usually
They are
storm
left.
up here.
I've never seen them do that before.
Yeah, they usually come up to meet us. I'm going for the marker on the left side first.
New target.
He is overheating.
They're both overheated. The last is a stalker, I believe.
I am looking for him. Why can't I lock onto him? Do I not? Okay.
He's overheated.
Gonna add to it.
Oh, he actually got out of it. Well, fair enough.
Artillery units, Brigadier General.
Teddy Bear says Inferno SRMs are goated. You're definitely right about that. Like, the Inferno SRMs have been very, very good. Like, absolutely a game changer for inner sphere technology.
Target acquired.
Have been disabled.
Nice.
All obstacles have been
Really makes the replaying the game a lot more enjoyable too. Like when you start a brand new playthrough, just like trying to get those Inferno SRMs in the beginning of the game. It also, I mean, okay, mechs that used SRMs were always good, but the thing is, mechs that use some SRMs are suddenly a lot better. Like, you know, even mechs that only use SRMs as like a side feature became a lot better. They became a lot more usable. Like the Dragon, for example, the Grand Dragon, you could do a PPCX and an Inferno SRM, and that's actually pretty good. It's pretty good.
That's one thing I got to give the dev team a bit of credit for is the fact that they've like sort of revolutionized a lot of mechs. Because a lot of mechs, you know, at the beginning we were like, oh, these are crap. What's the point of this mech? These are pointless. They're not very good. But the PPTX and the SRM Infernos really have revolutionized a lot of mechs that were previously kind of just a bit useless.
Yeah, that's a really good point, is that the DLCs have breathed life into a lot of mechs that previously were not seen as particularly good. And sure, you could just stick to the classics, but now it means that some of the mechs that, you know, might be more overlooked are suddenly a lot more valuable. And I think that extends the life of the game pretty significantly.
Well, that's exactly it. Like, you can stick to the classics if you're playing like 200 hours, but when you're on like 1,000+ hours in a game, you do need something new. Unless you've got like unbelievable levels of dedication, which I must admit I do not have.
Okay, so that Marauder we snatched up is going to go right to this mech collector. They're going to get. Let's compare the difference. So let's go to sell this Marauder. Let's see how much they would have paid for it. So this Marauder would have sold for 2 million C-bills, but because it's part of a collection objective for the Cantina mission, they're going to pay 5.5 million C-bills. And then in addition to that, we're going to get a Tier 5 AC-20, 5 tons of AC-20 ammo, and, a little bit of reputation. And that's a really good deal. That's a pretty good deal. Takes us up to Mech Collector level 7. Let's see what the Cantina's got. 6 autocannon, 2 Tier 4. That's probably the most likely out of those that we would get. We already have it. I'll go ahead and just give them our 6 autocannon Tier 2 or Tier 4s. They're going to give us 1.3 million C-bills, a Tier 5 SRM for stream with the Artemis system, 5 tons of Artemis ammo. And let's go ahead and just give it to them. That'll give us some more progress. And I guess I'll just grab another one of these. These are not going to happen. That's probably going to get replaced, but that's fine. So this mission is, I think this is the one where we got to destroy the news center or something.
Yep.
Topple the communications. Okay, so in this one, what I'm hoping is that, let's let the timeline go a little bit. Oh, they're not giving us a whole lot of time. Oh, good. Their repairs are pretty shallow. It's only like 11 days, so I think they're going to be ready for the tough battle, like our favorite stalkers.
I think this mission is... I think the next mission is that one, though, it's in the factory where all the damaged mechs. I think it's the one after that. It's that awful, evil one, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I just know it's in the ice area, and it's a lot of enemies. It's like the hell ice area. You just that Battlefield one. It's the one where we got to destroy the airport and that other place, and there's just a lot of enemies.
Yeah. That's right, yeah. I think it's in 2 missions time, I think.
Yeah, I think we just need to hold off on using our best ones to reserve it for that. That's basically what we got to do. So this mission is going to pay out 5.1 million C-bills, 48 salvage. We get 470,000 C-bills in hazard pay and 1 million in damage coverage on the house. $1 million on damage coverage on the house is really nice. As long as you're not taking a lot of damage, it's just like pure profit at that point. So in we go. This mission, if I remember, isn't the worst. Like, it's not, I mean, it's not fantastic, but it's not like the worst. So let's see what we can put them in here. I'm going to put them in. Let's just keep using these awesomes. That's what they're here for. I'm bringing in the PPC awesome. Get a little diversity, I suppose.
I'm going to use...
I want to use an LRM one. Okay, this is the LRM-20, LRM-40 Stalker. So I'm gonna do fire support.
I'll use something with a little bit of punch.
Oh, you're going with the Protector. Interesting.
Something a little bit of punch. If I need to punch something.
This time we are 45 tons. We're 45 tons underweight.
I mean, we don't have much choice. We don't have any 100-ton mechs, do we?
Yeah, it's true. And we won't have it. Well, we have the. We'll get the Atlas too.
Was that like 30, 40 or something, or 45?
I thought this guy was like, it's time to plunge these tourists into darkness. I'm like, damn, like gatekeeping the fandom.
The crate is somewhere like at the top left of the map. Can't remember exactly where, but somewhere on the top left, on the other side of this objective.
Defiant says, I found what I think was the G model Stalker, used LRM-20s, swapped them to LRM 15 streams with Artemis. It'd tear through mechs at an alarming rate. Like, Artemis is such a huge upgrade for the, it's such a big deal for, oh, here we go.
Really?
Damn, that's a lot of stuff. And the 4 medium lasers, it's kind of just enough. It's just enough firepower. He's down. Let's get this guy.
Solid copy. Moving in track. Oh my god! Mech's attacking! We've got mechs attacking us! Help! We need help! Run! Run!
That's the awesome
Media
bit.
blitz. It's a media blitz, I suppose.
Be advised. Multiple Octodon mechs along the
CS Strez says you don't need 100 tonners when you can have 4 Battle Masters. Battle Master is definitely pretty good. I do think the Battle Master has been power crept due to its lack of SRMs. With the exception, there is one model that does have more SRMs. I don't think the Battle Master, it doesn't mean that it isn't still good, but I will say that the introduction of Inferno SRMs has made a lot of it, like I would say the Cyclops has become a lot better.
Zeus.
No, 100%. Yeah.
Target acquired.
I'm gonna hit that.
I'm gonna go down and around. I think.
Okay, I wait. We got a lip of the hill here, so like I'm just gonna shoot at him from the lip of the hill. That can you get that rifleman? He's like, okay.
He did.
Destroyed.
They're on me, so that means I'm just gonna let them try to shoot me from behind the lip of the hill. He's trying to get a lock on me, but since you can see him, I'm able to launch missiles.
Dead.
Target acquired.
So we're using the enemy's threat recognition against them there. All right, so where is it?
Look at what do you see? If you look at me, yeah.
Oh, I see it. I see it. I see it. I see it.
Yeah. That's it.
Brigadier General, area scan of the city has identified a serious
I kind of like LRM 40 Artemis. Like LRM 40 Artemis is kind of nasty.
Yeah, it's like the real nice breaking point. It's funny, like, see when you use, but for me personally anyway, because I'm not the biggest LRM fan in the world, not because I think it's bad, but more because I just don't like that style of play, but regardless, I can appreciate something when it's good or bad, but I do find standard LRMs, like, barely usable after I've used Artemis ones. Like,
Well, they're
really
so
struggle
dumb.
to
Like the
use them.
missiles are so dumb.
They're really frustrating.
to the treasure.
All right, here is the treasure for this map. A little bit out of the way would be easy to miss. But because the snow, it's all a snowy area, it should be easy to notice the
Beginning recovery.
little like shed. I don't know what you'd call that thing. So this is what we got. We got 2 level 5 PPCs, 2 tier 5 PPCs, and 1 tier 5 ER PPC. So I guess that was the PPC cache.
We're advancing to you, Commander.
One of my allies are following you. That's kind of interesting. Like they've kind of split it up. Not that I have a problem with that, but let me see what Chad's saying. CS Strez says my favorite SRM boat is the Crusader or the Agincourt with 2 Infernos and 4 regular SRMs. This is interesting, kind of mix and match. Gabe Angelo says the chem lasers seem usable. I think chem lasers get an unfair reputation. I think even compared to standard lasers, the chem lasers tend to outperform them. Defiant says the Orion with 3 SRM6 Infernos is a menace. Yeah, I can agree with that. Like, I mean, it's fast. Oh my god, we're fighting like some analog horror villain. Telecom worker.
The panic has set in. We can't let up now. Keep putting gasoline on the fire.
Where are the mechs at? Okay. Marauder on the right. And
On the
a...
left.
Okay. I don't have a line of sight on either of them. I'm moving to the left side.
Victor, and also a Thunderbolt.
Yeah, the
And
buildings are obstructing my line of fire.
Should be able to see that Marauder now?
I'm locking onto the Marauder right now.
I've let that Victor go past me and I'm just going to go behind him and blow him to pieces. There's also a Stalker and a Thunderbolt in the distance, so we need to get rid of these two guys kind of quickly.
We're working on the Marauder.
To ignite. Commander.
There's a Thunderbolt and a Stalker inbound. Not sure. Yeah, it's kind of close. It's like 300 meters away. Both of them are.
I've got a lock on the Thunderbolt.
Yeah, let's go for him.
The
Watch
buildings
the headshot.
are just screwing me
Watch the
right now.
headshot.
Out of range. Okay, we're letting him have it. He's down.
Stalker.
Stalker.
He's behind a building. I can't see him. I'm moving further, kind of behind you, because I just need to get an angle on him. Okay, he's on me. Okay, you got him.
He just did not look at me.
That's fine with me. I mean, I'm
Nice.
at basically full armor.
I was alright, and that Thunderbolt must have headshot me twice with that PVC, because I am like nearly dead with my headshot.
I am the Lyran Commonwealth's strongest soldier.
Yeah. He's just aim assist like tweaked to the max.
Slater Day's work says the hero Kintaro with 4 SRM-6s and medium lasers can deliver 4,000 points of damage. John Wick the Thunderbolt says Defiant MechWarrior. Yeah, I mean, he was like the Lyran Commonwealth's like greatest soldier.
I had 3 structure left on my head. That is crazy.
But not dead. I guess that's the important thing.
That is true.
Almost ultimately doesn't count. Let me see what I'm going to take here. I think I'll take this, and then I'll just click down the list and grab these to sell. There. I mean, we're still raking in tons of stuff. We took 300,000 C-bills in damage, well covered by our damage coverage. So, like, and yet, so your cockpit was 3 points off of being destroyed, but the pilots, I had no problem. Not injured.
He's like, nah, it's a pretty comfy ride in there. They built these Orions to last.
And then, like, other times you have, like, only moderate damage and your pilot is, like, injured. Like, what caused that? 30 warrior units or 3 stalkers. Interesting. Let's
He's like a little
drop
Massey Ferguson tractor. So reliable.
Let's drop this, because I don't want to give him lost stack, and we'll accept a new Cantina mission. Killing 30 warrior units seems pretty easy. We're also fighting a lot of stalkers, so I kind of want to drop the one to kill stalkers. Like this Highlander 733P, I don't know when we will find one of those, so I think I'd rather try to kill 3 stalkers, so let's do that one. This next mission is infiltrate and destroy the Arcturan Arms Complex and all of the obstacles in the... Okay, so you think this is one where we raid the let me
And there's like...
What did I just do? I pushed the wrong button. I pushed the wrong button. Okay, hold on. I pushed the wrong button. It's all good.
What did you do?
I aborted the campaign. I forgot that you could. Not forgot.
I didn't even know you
could do that. I didn't know you could do that.
No.
Actually, I want that rapid
That's funny.
fire. I want that rapid fire. Yeah, give me that.
I honestly did not know that was a thing.
Okay, no problem, no problem. So what was I going to do? I was going to look at the Cantina missions. I was going to get the 30 war. Okay, I remember. So I was going to drop this and that, and then I'll get this, which is boom, boom. Okay, you go in here. Next, I will accelerate time to the mission start. All right. So, this mission, let me read it real quick. The intel, Hans Davion is the bait, the blah, 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 dealt the blow. It uses it to refurbish the battered mech. Okay, so this is definitely the one you were talking about, where we go in and, like, start trashing the factories.
Yeah, they're, like, already, like, really damaged.
Yeah, so, like, this one, I mean, we don't need to bring our best mechs, but, like, you know, we need to save those for that tougher battle.
What? I guess 'cause it's the next mission. I guess the question is, what do you want to use the next mission so we can avoid using it?
I
now?
don't want to use the double SRM stalkers. Like that's kind of our trump card mech. So like I want to save those for the tough mission. Same with the last mission. I think we probably want to use those in the final mission too.
Yep. I think I'm gonna use.
So this contract is 48 salvage, basically 5 million C bills and 1 million damage coverage.
It's a pretty spicy place. I remember this as well. I think it's lava.
I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use the Yadge.
The Yadge is a good shot.
Did we get? Did we refit the Yadge with Lost Tech?
Pretty sure.
Oh, the Yadge hasn't been refitted with Lost Tech.
Oh.
It was kind of sad face for the Edge.
Yeah, I thought I had.
All right, Yadge time.
Oh,
And,
we ran out of double heat sinks. That's what happened.
This is glacial at night. So like hopefully that'll be my double heat sinks.
This is glacial.
Yeah, it's glacial.
My brain. Okay, I'm gonna change my mind. I want to bring the Black Knight then. I thought this was like a spicy mission. I think it might be the next one then that's spicy.
Divine MechWarrior says, I like to use LRMs to pepper them so when they're close I can slam them with the close range weapons. The Highlander's a favorite. Peck with the LRMs, then slam them with the SRMs and the AC-20. Yeah, it's really, the LRM is really nice when you can just fire it without them being able to do anything about it, and you can just kind of like get free damage in on them. And then when they get close, you know they're already like kind of like half dead. Like that's kind of like when you're living the LRM dream. This battlefield, I remember this one. This one's very similar to the one in the Kestrel Lancers, the shape of it. Like, in fact, I don't know if they reused it, but it's very similar looking. It bends around the same way, goes to like that defense line the same way. I'm not saying it's reused assets, but it is kind of curious. Oh, he's shooting me already. I'm just gonna run to cover.
They heard us like glazing on that mission in our chat, and they were like, we gotta give them another one of them.
All right, I'm coming up behind you on the left.
You go for it. Once we kill these guys, I'll tell you about the crate and where to go and what to do with it.
This guy is being annoying. His leg is out. Looks like you're going to finish him. All right, I'm rushing up on the catapult. I hear the clanking. I guess you can be the clanker without actually being a robot.
Yeah, that's true. So the crate in this one, in the very last area, there's two like buildings to destroy. I can't remember whether or not in this mission there's a drop pod, but at the very end, kill the mechs, turn our guys' guns off so we can get the crate. Because I'm pretty sure if they kill the last two buildings, we don't get the crate, basically.
Okay, so it's at the very end of the mission?
Very end, at the very top left of the map.
I just like shredded their like facility.
There's so many of them.
We gotta fight their shitters now. I love killing the shitters, I'm not gonna lie. Killing the shitters is fun.
It's like bullying almost. I love it as well.
It's definitely, it is definitely bullying. He just ran, okay, he ran into the awesome and the awesome punched him out.
There's a bunch of... There's a assault mech.
Oh, here they are.
Heavy mech here.
Here they are.
Oh, there's also a bunch of... Oh yeah, these things aren't damaged. These are ERPPCs. They fully loaded ERPPCs.
All right. When do I need to? I mean, okay, we got to go a little further.
The very last. I'll tell you when.
Target destroyed.
Okay, we got to trash this place. Fine with me. All right, there are shitters in there. Oh my god, he didn't even get his jump off.
Shot right through the cockpit.
There's like an Atlas or something there.
Target destroyed.
Let's penetrate the building.
In we go. It basically is the robot version of invading like a hospital and killing all the sick and wounded.
Do you remember that mission in... Maybe I don't know if you remember Call of Duty, but the mission in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is like no Russian or something. And you like shoot up an airport. It kind of feels a bit like that.
Alright, I'm going to order them to hold fire, and what I'll do is I'll assign their targets manually.
Like, can the door open? Yes. Attack!
It's like we're waiting for each other to go in, and then we just kind of try to go in at the same time.
Yeah.
Just keep coming.
I'm gonna start destroying some of these turrets. There's an awful amount of turrets here.
Okay, I'm going to try to take out the Zeus.
Contact on screen. Moving to attack.
I'd like to have at least one flank that's not like being mangled.
Can't see what I'm shooting at, admittedly.
Sorry, Victor.
Okay, this guy's finally down. He was actually kind of tough. Knocking out some of these turrets. All right, I'm ordering them to hold fire.
Go around the back of that building. Pretty sure.
Clear.
The building on the left side.
Is down.
Yeah, and the back and to the left, I think.
Target destroyed.
All right, I'm gonna cross over and I'll start searching.
Somewhere at the back of that map, somewhere. Or it might be to the left of the building at the back. I can't remember exactly.
Well, I'm about to. Oh yeah, here it is. Here it is. I found it.
Nice.
We'll begin the
All right, so here's where it is on this mission, chat. Basically in the far left corner, top left corner. Collecting it. So what we get is
payload acquired.
one level 5 LB-10X solid slug AC, 3 level 5 AC2 burst fire, 2 level 5 AC5 burst fire. So that one was kind of packed full of stuff there.
I'm pretty sure you can miss this one. Like, I guess we'll find out in a second.
Yeah, we'll see if we have to go to an extraction or not.
Tremendous work, Commander. We're gaining a lot of ground, but don't get too comfortable. We won't remain idle for long. We have more military targets to hit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not seeing an extraction point, so I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure. So I think
that's
you're
missable,
completely
like-
right on that one.
Yeah, that's missable, like, for sure. I think we've missed that one every time we played this campaign, you know that?
You think this is the first time we got it?
I'm not going to go and check all of our streams, but I would be pretty confident saying we have not got that every time.
Okay, we just hit mixed maximum rank. Oh, wait, let me see what we got here. So we got a lot of everything. I mean, that's a pretty good one. Pays out pretty nicely. Awesome. We don't need awesome. We don't need Warhammers. We don't need Jaeger mechs. Let me see if there's anything to salvage. Small pulse lasers. Okay, I'll just take some stuff for salvage. And then I guess I'm just going to click down the list. I wasn't able to take 2 mechs, unfortunately. All right, that's fine. We'll take the awesome. And now we will throw this in here. Everyone's repairing. Let's speed time up. Okay, this is probably that tough mission. Let's find out. The
Yeah, I
light
think
is
it
at the
is.
end of the tunnel. The fall Arcturians, blah, 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 whispers. We still have a work. Strategic targets, an LCAF airfield and communications there. Okay, this is the one. This one's a bit rough. Like this one, we gotta fight for real on this one. So glacial ice, morning, visibility reduced. This one has a lot of enemies in this one. The contract is going to be, we don't get any damage coverage, surprisingly. We get 7 million sea bills, 7.1 million sea bills, 48 salvage, no damage coverage, which is kind of interesting. You know, like, what are they, like, why? They've been giving us 1 million in damage coverage before. Like, why stop now? Question mark. I'm not going to put any into it, though. So we'll need to use our best stuff for this one. It's Rain says, are you going to go through Shadow of Kerensky before Chaos comes out? Yes. I do all of the DLCs, you know, just to get my money's worth on them. I'll go ahead. I'll use the other Stalker because I used the Chem Laser one last time. I'll use the one with the 3 medium lasers. And I guess it's going to be like Stalker Squad, I guess.
Yeah, I wonder if we bring them guys in missiles. I kind of want to use this one with the 2 PPCXs, actually. I haven't used it yet. That might be a bad idea. I've never used it yet. Yeah, I'll go take the chem lasers. It's an unknown quantity.
This guy I need to try again, but I'll let Barrett Nolan use this guy. Okay, so Stalker Squad rolling up, 60 tons, underweight. But we're coming in with the Inferno Squad, meaning we can coordinate our attacks and like rapidly overheat enemies. So it should be good. But yeah, I like to do all the DLCs just to kind of, you know, get my money's worth out of them. Also, the DLCs have use. Like, sometimes you get rare mechs that are kind of hard to get otherwise. Another thing is, some of the missions are pretty tough, but they're always the same mission every time. And they kind of act as a meter stick for how well our designs are going.
Yeah. And I have a feeling we're about to find out how bad they are.
All right. Somebody shot me right off the bat. I'm guessing it's like a tank. Only a tank would have the nerve to fire at such a range. I guess I'm going to move towards this boulder in the middle.
You watch your language, mister.
Who are you shooting at right now? The,
No one at the minute.
Okay. I'll just have the AI fire at will.
That's a nasty thunderbolt. I think we should kill it.
You want that thunderbolt out of here? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm having them kill a LRM carrier for now. It's still alive. You guys failed to kill the LRM carrier? Let me know when you're going after it. I'm just kind of attacking some of these bonus enemies. You're on it right now?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, just sniping it with these lasers. That grasshopper's on us. He's looking at us.
Okay, I took out that... Okay, he's down. Switching him to the grasshopper. He's overheating and he's done.
Black Jack, maybe?
He's done. Oh, we're taking a lot of hits from these missiles. I'm trying to like slow his missile fire down by burning them. All right, I'm gonna take cover behind this rock and just kind of exchange fire with these guys. Oh my god, he went flying.
Is this dead?
Got the fire starter's leg. The other fire starter is down, or the one fire starter is down. Almost got his leg. That'll slow him down. A dropship, I believe, is delivering people at the airfield.
The crate in this mission is the other side of the airfield, way on the edge of the map, by the way.
On the other side of the airfield, you said?
Yeah, like right on the edge of the map, edge of the map somewhere. I think this one's kind of hard to spot, actually, if I remember.
I overheated the Marauder.
Okay, let's kill him.
All right, I'm going to take cover again because they're hitting me up a little bit.
They're kind of ignoring me, actually.
Probably, yeah. They really want me right now. I'm going to let you guys fight for a little bit while I get the heat off of me.
Okay, they're on me now.
Awesome, with 3 ERPPCs. Kind of interesting. Since they're not attacking me, I'm just going to get a little closer. Let's see if this awesome with all these ERPPCs enjoys some extra heat onto it. Oh, the infernos are quickly taking effect. Another dropship,
right on us.
another dropship.
Right here, yep.
We probably got to kill these guys. We don't have the speed. I'm ordering them onto the Victor. It's just the first thing I see. I'm hitting that rifleman.
Overheat him.
I'm on the Victor now. I'll tell you what, putting people to the torch with the Inferno, like that is a game-changing strategy. Okay, you said the crate's near the airfield, right?
Right at the other side of the map, like way over the edge.
Okay, so I am now going to travel to the opposite side of the airfield?
So you see like the left point of the base, like, you know, it's in like a kite. If you follow like directly left from that point, I think it's like that way. Would be my guess.
All right, I'm just going to keep going. I got to get to the other side of the base. That's the first thing I got to do.
You're inflicting damage. Keep up the attack.
Guess I'll destroy the radar dishes as I pass. Those are always worth a few %. Okay, I've almost made it to the opposite side of the airfield.
And then like just go straight forward to the edge of the map, and it's over there somewhere.
Or if that's the case, they really put this one out of the way, didn't they?
It's definitely out of the way, this one.
Now move and destroy that comms tower. I just hope enough of our units are intact that we weather this storm. We won't have much fight left to bring back home.
All right,
That guy is a certified yapper.
I am searching now for the cargo crate.
I think it's in those are these rocks, maybe.
I need to clear this big ass like boulder here. If I clear this boulder, I'll have a better visual.
I think it is somewhere over there. Like, it's definitely on the edge of the map, this one. Like, I know that for a fact.
Oh, I think I found it. I found it. I found it. This has got to be it. There's one of those little like
Yeah. Barn
sheds over here.
Oh, all our allies are dead. And why is our one stalker on that hill?
Hey, you know how the AI is. Who knows what the AI... I don't know how he even got there, since none of us even went there. All right, let's see what we get for cargo. We get 6 Tier 5 small lasers. That's pretty nice. 4 Tier 5 large lasers. That's not as nice, but, you know, it's a thing, I guess. Let me see what this guy's doing. What's this guy? Oh, he's stuck. That's what it is. He is stuck. And because he's stuck, he just doesn't know what to do with himself. All right, I
Well,
unstuck
she
him.
has 2 Inferno SRM6s and 2 ERPPCs. Those guys might complete this mission without us getting up there.
It's Rain says Dragon's Gambit gives the best mechs, to be honest. The special variants of the BG and Charger put in work. Teddy Bear says, help me out here, chat. My Kerensky was being shadowed until I mech'd her. Like, Teddy Bear is still stuck on, like, Gooner mode. The horny bat is an outdated meme, so it no longer has effect. It's kind of funny how,
Yeah, that's right. I remember that one.
it's funny how, like gooning is now, like, the meme replacement for, like, horny. Like, I mean, it's not to say that it's gone, but, like, gooning is now the new thing. Have you heard the new Socrates? It's not as new, but there's, like, the Socrates meme.
What's that one?
So the Socrates meme, there's a guy, Zach Films, I think he's a content creator. He frequently uses a skeleton as just a character. So people started copying that, and they started doing these videos that are like, what if you went back to ancient Greece and sold tacos? Like, could you get rich going back in time to ancient Greece and selling tacos? Or just insert modern day food, like baby back ribs, burritos, gyros. You just, insert modern day food that people enjoy today. Could you get rich doing it? And so you go back in time and you're the skeleton. The skeleton is like your avatar. And whenever you try to, like, make your Dunkin' Donuts or your hamburgers or your tacos, you're doing it in ancient Greece, and then fucking Socrates shows up. And when that's his name. His name is fucking Socrates. Like, they never say Socrates. It's always fucking Socrates appears. And then he, like, comes up and asks you questions. Like if tacos are your power, what are you without them? And then he, like, foils your plans. Typically, he foils the skeleton's plans, and then, like, the skeleton doesn't make any money because he, like, baits everybody into, like, philosophical debates. Like, that's, like, a meme that's been going around.
It's quite convoluted, to be honest, but fair enough.
And so now everybody goes around saying, like, so for me, like, what's your favorite weapon in MechWarrior?
Heavy rifle.
They would be like, if heavy rifle is your power, what are you without it? That's the kind of questions that they ask. And so basically, the philosophical implication is that basically, are you like a one-trick pony? Is that like your crutch, basically? Like, are you anything without your signature thing? Now, for me, in most cases, the answer is I'm still something. Like, if people are like, if AC5 Rapid Fire is your power, what are you without it? Well, I still have PPCX, and I have Inferno SRM. Well, if Inferno SRM is your power, what are you without it? Well, I've still got PPCX. If PPCX is your power, what are you without it? Well, see, the point is that, so I'm not a one-trick pony. If they took away the one thing people think is my power, I can fall back to, like, other things. But it is an even though it's a stupid meme, it is rooted loosely in the kinds of things that Socrates, or his name is actually pronounced Socrates, apparently. It is rooted in the things Socrates would ask. It is an interesting question, though. Like, if you like, let's say, okay, we had a guy in our community who could answer questions with ChatGPT. Like, he would argue about MechWarrior, argue for days about BattleTech, but the thing was, he didn't really know that much. Also, we got a Tier 5 SRM4, and we got 3 million C-bills bonus, and I'm going to go, I'm not giving him the high there. Can't have the high there. You need to get another Javelin. And so, it's not that he was really knowledgeable about BattleTech. It's just that he had the power of ChatGPT. So you could at the time the meme didn't exist. But you could have asked him if ChatGPT is your power, what are you without it? And in his case, it would not be knowledgeable about MechWarrior or BattleTech.
Yeah, true.
Okay, 76 days. You know what? This is a chance to. I'm going to upgrade the Edge real fast. 76 days.
Yep.
Where's the Edge at? Okay, I'm going to cancel the repairs on the edge. And let's just uninstall all these heat sinks and go all doubles. You too? There you go. I don't think this thing need. Oh, I didn't see these. There. I can't fit anything else in. All right, double heat sinks for days. That should make it a lot. But yeah, 52 days. It'll be ready. Let me see. Are there any other mechs that could use a quick upgrade?
We could do awesome 8Q into ERPPC.
Oof. Oof. Well, we didn't even try. We didn't even try regular PPCs yet.
Did we not?
Did you try regular PPCs with double heatsinks?
Yep.
Wait. It's not even in its final form.
That's certainly depressing.
There we go. You know what I'm gonna do? Let me sort by damage. There we go. I'm gonna put a tag on this thing. I'm putting a tag on it. There we go.
Oh,
one less
that
heat
makes
sink.
all the better.
I mean, somebody's got a tag. Somebody's got to do it. So the awesome. Why not the awesome 8Q? He's got to do it. It'll be ready in 20 days. Let me see. Is there anyone else? This thing here. This thing is stupid. It's like 2 ERV. Get the hell out of my face. Oh, it already is. This thing needs ERP. This thing needs it. Oh, it already has it. Oh, God. All right. What are my assumptions?
The Orion 1M is also not really. I don't know. He's kind of just chilling.
These ones take too much. Okay. I've given up. Those takes too much brain power. Like I have exceeded my bandwidth for mental power. So we are now just going to. I will look at it in greater detail in between the streams. So off to Arcturus. Well, no, depart from Arcturus, and we're going to the final section of this campaign. Mission starts immediately. Let's check the mechs. Archer, don't need it. Banshee, don't need it. Battlemaster 1S, we need this one. This is the good Battlemaster. This is the Battlemaster with all of the additional missile launchers.
I love this one.
I don't know if this one's going to be ready in time. I'll quickly custom. I'll mess with it real fast. I'll see if it's ready in time.
That's a good mech, that. Even before this DLC, I like this mech.
Looking, where are my SRM4s at? Oh, here we go. Inferno SRM4s. Give me 3 of them. Put the maximum amount on. I need the maximum.
Because it comes with like an LRM-15, and I'm like, no, you don't. That's immediately gone. We don't work with LRM-15s around here.
Uh-oh. I feel it coming. I'm going to sneeze, but I'm going to keep customizing. I'm going to keep customizing. I'm going to put on... can I get away with medium lasers on this? I'm going to try it.
Hey, you can't get punchies.
Maximum armor. Okay, let's trim the head armor down a little bit, and then the leg armor. So we basically still have full armor, and we might be able to do punches. Let's see how we look with ammo first. We need probably 4 tons of ammo. Put them in the feet. Lots of double heat sinks.
Yeah, it's gonna need them.
Let's try it without the punchers, and we'll see how the heat feels. And if the heat feels excessive, then we could try putting we could try put them on. That's what I think, at least. All right.
Yeah, and it's not even like taking the lasers off would even allow you to get them anyway. So yeah, fair enough. I think this is just the way it's gonna have to be.
Also, let me go ahead and change the weapon groups.
I'm trying to remember what this mission even is. Oh, it's that. Oh, is this the second to last mission?
It might be. Paint.
I think it is. I think this is this weird one where you have to like go to those like 3 areas.
We destroy the
and,
cities, like we stomp around in the cities, I think.
There's like a building and 3 like parts of a city. Yeah, this is a weird mission. This one actually, and you start out in like a forest or something.
I know how to mute my microphone now, so I don't sneeze into people's like faces. I sneeze into like, no, I muted my mic. So no, yeah, that's right. I have the power now.
Even I don't have to hear it anymore.
Yeah, you don't have to hear it either. Like no one has to hear it. That's like true power right there. Let me see. Canteen. Wait. I wanted to go through all the mechs. Black Knight 7. Do we have a 7?
Don't know.
7. Yeah, we have 7. Cyclops is not in. Dragon's not in. Grasshopper's not in. Highlander's not in. I'm just gonna take this real fast, and then I'm gonna like turn that in. King Crab, Urban Mech. Do we need the R60 Urban Mech? I think there's an Urban Mech we're missing.
We're definitely missing the XM1.
Not that one. Not that one.
I think it's
All right, so what's going to happen is you go in here, and now we can complete the collect the 3 javelins, 2.8 million C-bills, a tier 5 SRM4, and what we'll do is boom, 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 and we won't give them the high there. Take 1 to replace it, kill the J. Edgars, kill missile carrier. Yeah, missile carrier. Wait, what do we get? LRM-10 or a bunch of superchargers? I'll take the LRM-10. All right. What do we need to do? The citizens... Okay, yeah. This is the second to last mission. You're absolutely right. No damage coverage again. 6 million C-bills, 48 salvage. We need to not use our really good mechs here. So let's use, the second best team or something.
I remember. Do you remember the last time we did this mission? That's how like stupid my memory is. If people like want to know how I remember things, like where these crates are and why random mechs or whatever, this is the way my brain works. The last time we played this mission, I think I used the Highlander heavy metal, and I was jump jetting from like building to building, shouting parkour. That's how like stupid my brain is.
Oh yeah, I remember that now. Didn't I upgrade the Edge? All right, let's try the new and improved Edge. This is the enhanced Edge. I'm gonna try the enhanced Edge. Boom, the enhanced Edge with the double heat sinks.
DHAs.
A lot of double heat sinks actually.
Many DHAs.
Gooning used to be like, "Hey, boss, what's the plan?" I don't know what people use. What do people say for goons now? Like minions, like henchmen. I don't know what the term.
They're ops, aren't they? That's what they say in the UK.
I mean, like, what do you call like just disposable, like the shitter? I call them shitters usually. Like, oh, they're sending in the shitters. Like,
follow me.
Oh.
Follow me. Let's get the crate. Come with me. This way. Just. It's like, why have they got this like massive grass area? Well, you're about to find out. I'm gonna start like deforesting like I'm in Vietnam because I can't actually see.
I mean, it works for me. I can't see anything either. Kind of looks like broccoli.
It is down here somewhere. I just don't know exactly where.
Defiant says mobs. I'm not sure. I have to look that one up. Like the slang is like the meme slang has like updated quite a bit. Like it's traveling very quickly these days. So here's where the map is, or this is where the treasure is. Kind of. This one's definitely like you could definitely miss this one. It's nowhere even close to on the main pathway. So we get 2 level 5 Artemis LRM-20s. That's pretty nice. Would have been nicer if they were streamed, but that's still pretty nice.
Yep, true. And 2 of them as well, because they're really hard to get.
Yeah, max quality. The only weakness is that they're not streamed.
We'll take it. We're not going to be too fussy. If anyone's wondering, by the way, any aspiring academics out there is wondering what sort of brain it takes to achieve a PhD, I'll tell you what it is. It's the sort of person who can remember 15 missions of random loot crates.
It's like the ultimate expression of like memorization. That's one thing I was always bad about that in school. Like in school, I never memorized anything. I still don't have many of those things committed to memory. I know this is our city, and I'm not supposed to destroy our city from a role-playing perspective, but I don't know. I kind of just don't care. Damn, they're all like behind me or something.
Oh, and if you think all these other missions have been like hard to like find the loot, wait till you see what it is in the next one. The last mission, it is like, it's the most stupid place you've ever seen.
Still spicy. I mean, this is a lot of firepower, so it's still spicy, but I'm hoping I recover from the heat. Oh, you knocked his legs out. Oh, you know what's funny? So apparently anteaters are actually pretty dangerous. Did you know that?
Really? I always thought they were kind of just like chill little homies.
I mean, they are, but like, if you fuck with an anteater, they're actually really dangerous.
Like, what are they doing? They gonna like scratch you or something?
So here's the thing: when people think of an anteater, they mainly think of like the tongue. You know, they can like stick their tongue in like anthill and termite hills in order to, you know, grab up all of the ants. That's what they think about. What they don't think about is that when termites build those mounds, like the construction is actually quite sturdy.
Strong, right? Yeah.
And it's very rock-like. You know, people compare it kind of like concrete even. Well, like, the anteater can claw and, like, rip that apart. So it's got, like, the strength to, like, rip up, like, rock and whatnot. And to facilitate this, its hands have these extremely long, curved nails. Or claws, not nails, claws. They're huge claws. And it's a pretty strong animal, too, because it's got to be able to, like, rip chunks of the termite mound apart. So it's quite powerful too, and so what happens is, it doesn't really go looking for trouble, but like people will sometimes mess with them, and so one guy messed with a anteater, and it killed him by basically clawing his thigh, and the claw went straight through his clothes, straight through his quadriceps, and then it basically disconnected the major arteries in his leg. And also, you know, his leg was slashed, so he wasn't able to get to a hospital in time, and he died from blood loss. Another guy, he fucked with a anteater, and then he tried to run away, and it chased him and basically raked its claw across his hamstring, and it basically sliced through his clothing, sliced through his hamstring, and the same thing happened. It basically disconnected all of the connective tissue, all the ligaments, and it also severed the major arteries in his leg. And since his leg was fucked up, he couldn't like get anywhere. He couldn't get to a hospital, and then he died of blood loss.
I figured it would have something to do with their claws, but I didn't think they could do that. That's kind of nasty. Like, if I seen an anteater, I probably just like wouldn't go near it. Like, I think
you can tell
animals probably is a bad idea.
You can tell if they're not happy. Like, they get up on their hind legs and they spread their arms out like they're T-posing in order to make themselves look bigger and more threatening. That's how you know that they're like, you know, they don't want whatever you're selling, basically. And they're like, you know, you should probably advise to stop.
It alarms me the number of people that are just like happy to like mess around with like random animals. Like, why do people just not leave them alone?
New target Orion.
And I'm not like a super animal rights activist guy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say like I'm like, you know, tree hugger or anything. But like, just like leave them alone or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just like find another hobby.
It's like, what? I just like kind of don't really see what the point is.
The same goes with hippos. Like, you know, Mu Deng has done a good job of like making hippos seem friendly, and like hippos inside of captivity seem pretty friendly, but apparently out in the wild they're like filled with like a contempt of all other living beings, basically.
They are really aggressive.
They apparently wear like 4,500 kilograms or something, or like it's like basically like multiple tons.
That's nasty.
Like I think they're like 9,500 pounds or something like that. And apparently their skin is like several inches thick. So, like, basically they're like, people were like, oh, what would win, 1 gorilla or 100 humans? And he's like, if you really want to get down to it, what animal would a human definitely not be able to beat? Like, regardless of how you try to, like, math it out, it would be a hippopotamus. Because its skin is just so thick that you can't do any damage to it.
Yeah, I figure like that, or like a Nile crocodile or something would be like pretty hard to kill.
Area secure, Brigadier General. All night units have been wiped out.
I'm pretty sure the tank over there, so you're not actually correct.
Like somebody did a video of a hippopotamus where it was basically just walking across the road. And it was walking across the road, and it had like 4 lions trying to bring it down, and like there was like a lion just on its back with its claws sunk into it, and the hippo is just walking away, dragging the lion with it because the lion's claws aren't like long enough to like penetrate meaningfully into the hippo's skin. And then basically, when it got annoyed, it turned around and just like head-butted one of them. Like it like swung its head side to side and like bashed one of them, and it just like bashed it and it just like ragdolled it away. So it's like, yeah, they're like, I don't know, they'd be pretty strong. I don't know, instead of making like these other mechs after animals, maybe you should make the hippo or the anteater or something.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, well, I don't think we need any of these. We don't need an Orion. Okay, we have one of each of these, so I'm just going to grab something that's worth selling, I guess. And then I'll just take one of these and one of those. All right, this should be the final mission. Pretty sure it is. Throw these in. Let me read the debriefing or skim the debriefing. Yep. We got to take out the Knights of St. Cameron, and this will be the end of them. So let's go ahead and speed up. Well, actually, check the cantina real fast. Kill the catapults. That's good.
I wonder, does that mean we need the best mech in the game? Or the best weapons in the game?
All I know is that we need to use we need to bring out, like, the ass-kicking mechs for this. 7.5 million C-bills and 48 salvage.
We probably need the ultimate Q then, don't we, really? When you think about it. No. No, we do not. Sometimes the meme
I can't believe your pilot is, like, maxed out and my pilot is not.
I think these guys come, like, 57 or something out of 60, like, to start with. Like,
I haven't even maxed out missiles yet.
That's crazy. Yeah, you're on energy for some reason.
Maybe my missiles aren't delivering the killing hits.
Yeah, because like we've basically just been using Orions the whole time, which you'd think would just be like ballistic and missiles. How odd. Right, let's see where are we at. I am lost. I would take the awesome, but I don't want to do this mission twice, to be honest.
I mean, I can just save here and leave the save there in case we want to try it again.
Oh, okay.
No. I'm not saying we do it this stream. That's not what I meant. I meant I maybe next stream we could like go back and do it.
Okay. I felt like I was like being called upon.
No.
So,
all right. LRM,
wait till,
Inferno. Okay, this is it.
Wait till you see where this loot crate is. I remember this one better than any because it's the most stupid place out of all of them. But let's like.
This one has a lot of enemies in it, if I remember.
This one's freaky, for sure. Freaky.
Tough mission, if I remember right.
Yep.
It's tougher than anything in the. I mean, I guess if you do a Solaris fair and square, that one's a lot harder. But this one's a fairly kind of rough mission.
Right. Do you see the way like the top of the map is kind of like 3 points?
Kind of looks like a Ditto from Pokemon.
Yeah. See the middle bit? that
Right.
middle sort of chamber, that's where it's at, way up there. And basically the whole mission is fought in that sort of middle sort of half. So you've really no reason to go up there other than to go and get it. So it's kind of pointless, but I guess we'll get it.
I have no idea who this guy is, but I don't know. He talks like he's really important.
Ugh, press someone else, mate.
At least we have the partisan on our side for a change. Partisan AC5.
For now.
Identified Knights of St. Cameron crossing into the target area.
I remember at some point in time we got ambushed by like an attack from both sides. All right, I'm telling them to lock on. This guy's already lost his PPC, so there's not a whole lot left of him.
I really need to.
I got them targeting the trebuchet.
Dead.
Oh, wow. All right, isn't there like... I could have swore there was like an ambush, an attack from both directions or something. Here's no Ryan.
I think we're kind of fighting it off quite... That guy got absolutely wasted.
Okay, there's an archer on me. I'm gonna like move out of his line of sight. Yeah, more mechs inside the facility. There's two more. One of them's assault, I think.
Okay, let's get rid of this archer.
Unfortunately, our allies are body blocking, so I don't have a good shot on it.
Turn.
All right, I'm going to move into the city. I'm moving into the city. Locking on to the Jaeger mech.
is absolutely destroyed.
Oh yeah, they're behind us. Look at that. Putting some heat on the awesome.
He should overheat. I overheating him, but he's overheated.
He's down. This is a missile mech, so he's actually not that much of a threat at this range. This guy's out of here.
More.
Oh, behind us again. Moving in to deal with him. He's burning up.
How did they not kill that freaking thing yet?
That's kind of weird that like Barrett didn't say anything about losing his arm, because like his arm was destroyed, but he didn't say anything.
I think it's as good a time as any to consider going up to that.
Oh, you want to greet the cargo? Okay, we can get the cargo. All right, I'm changing course. I'm going to head towards the head of the Ditto, the Pokemon Ditto.
And if we get attacked in the meantime, we can always... It's like that way.
It's going to take a moment to march there, but I think it'll be fine.
Let's just gonna look at this hill, see where these guys are, and reference just. I think they're far enough away not to worry about them. They seem to be fighting with that.
It's kind of weird how big this battlefield is, because for how big this battlefield is, a large portion of it never gets used. Like this portion we're going into, I don't even think it gets used.
No, it doesn't. It's a lot of nasty stuff.
I mean, this detour will give our allies a chance to catch up as well. Like, there's some people in the back who are, like, very slowly plodding along. Like, they are still inside the base, unless they're programmed to guard the base. That's also possible. Oh, there's something behind us. I'm ordering our allies to turn around and attack that assassin.
Allies on the thing.
Yeah, I have our allies attacking the assassin right now. All right, so it's got to be somewhere around here.
It's I can see it. It's right there. Kind of a little bit more to your northwest.
Oh, here it is. I see the little shed.
That thing's dead.
It's funny how they're coming after us, even though we're going to some like random place that doesn't matter.
The targeted asset.
All right, here's the last cargo crate.
We'll begin the recovery procedure.
Yeah, it's right at the head of the Ditto Pokemon.
It's no stupid place.
Ready to start.
Okay, we're getting attacked by a bunch of guys.
I'm turning around. It's going to take me a moment to regroup. So we
I'm
get
just
2
gonna
level
hide.
5 Gauss rifles, 2 level 5 LB10X AC solid slug. That's pretty good. That's a strong
pretty good.
cache. Useful equipment we can use against the clans.
New target victim.
All right, the detour has successfully allowed our allies to catch up. That's good news. What's this guy doing here? I just trashed the Enforcer. I think he's going to explode. Yep, avoided the explosion. Oh yeah, I got a lot of enemies here. Hitting that catapult, gonna burn them.
That round's dead.
Okay, that's the end of him. Burning the Marauder. The Marauder is done. We got a Zeus.
here?
It's fighting our allies.
Tracking more.
Oh, they headshot it.
Moving down, Commander. They're advancing from the back of the perimeter.
I'm not going to go too much farther. I'm going to use this hill for cover. But I am going to set this guy on fire.
Skill in battle is unmatched. We've already fought a war attrition. This is nothing.
That was a melee grasshopper. That's fine.
Oh. Coming up with like the battle mech longsword. Our Hatamoto Chi has 2 PPCXs. That's pretty good.
Target acquired.
Not a lot of cover here. I see a rock up ahead. I might try to get to that rock.
Yeah, let's do it.
The softest target is that Zeus. Who are you going for?
Yeah, I think that's probably a good shot.
I see a target. Moving to take it out.
This is a ranged battle, which is not ideal for us. Okay, they're on me. I'm going to get into cover to waste their attacks. What is this guy doing? He's trying to surround me, I see.
Explosion imminent. Area secure.
Good. All right, this is the final group. Where do we want to post up to fight him?
Signature in the vicinity.
They are gonna land like. Well, they're landing right now. You can see where they're at.
Do we want to back up?
Don't know. They're in a good place here, to be honest.
Like I'm just gonna go to this rock over here. I kind of want him to come to us just because our advantage is in close combat.
Well, I wonder if you want to let. Yeah, you go back, and I'm just not going to shoot them and let them try and go past me, maybe.
Okay.
This is the old Banshee 2P strategy.
Okay, I'll peg them just to try to get their attention. Okay, I do have their attention. That should keep them off of you.
Incoming missile.
Towards you, or are they kind of stand still?
Yeah, they're coming. They're approaching me. They're hitting our lands.
Longbow. Target acquired.
Legion reinforcements set. Stand by.
It's pointless. We will bury each and every
Okay, I'm moving up.
even if you manage to repel us. More forces will come and
I'm hitting the Orion.
Your allies have abandoned you.
He's overheating.
That longbow's dead.
They don't like what I'm doing. I'm gonna get into cover again. Actually, I'm committing to fight. I'm gonna commit.
I'm gonna commit. I'm committing too. Let's go.
All right, targeting the awesome.
Gonna wipe it out. Critical hit. You got him.
it can't be over. It can't be over.
It's over for you.
Oh, I overheated, but I showered him with plenty of infernos.
And he's dead.
This victory will echo
Good job.
across the Combine.
Now, we still have not beaten this mission without, like, any component losses, all due to the fact that I just had no idea that our Stalker was being... that they're completely preventable due to the fact that the Stalker was getting attacked. I had no idea he was getting shot at.
Prime is free, but plenty of fight remains.
Fair, he didn't lose much. I'm pretty
But
sure it's a great
nevertheless,
crackdown,
this
right?
was still probably the smoothest takedown of this mission.
And conduct a full repair cycle. We will
Yeah, it definitely wasn't bad, that.
update you on the state of things.
All right, let's see how we did. And then we can
Mission
sell the
relief.
mechs that we salvaged, and we'll see how much money we get.
Archon
Oh,
Emeritus Katrina Steiner is dead. The Commonwealth mourns.
Archon Melissa Steiner Davian has recalled LCAP forces, signaling the end of the war.
Due to the Combine's invasion of Arcturus and beyond.
Hans Davian has lost, beaten at his own game. Despite the FedCom Alliance's false claims of victory, the rest of the Inner Sphere knows who has emerged victorious in this conflict. Owing to Conray Kurita's wisdom and will to act, the citizens of the Draconis Combine live free. Our way of life has been preserved. Allow this to serve notice to the entire Inner Sphere. The dragon lives on.
he's like, our way of life. It's like super Earth vibes intensify.
Yeah.
All right, so we get 7.5 million C-bills, all the stuff we got. Lots of salvage. We don't need Zeus, or Victor, or Banshee, or Longbow. We don't need Orions. We have them already. Or the Awesome, or the Archer. Already have the Catapult. We don't need the Griffin. We already have the Enforcer. Okay, we don't need any of this stuff. So let's check for Lost Tech first.
Not a single bit.
Wow. Then we're just going to click down the list and grab some stuff that's to sell. So we lost about $750,000 on damage losses, mainly due to most of it just came from, like I said, I just had no idea that Barrett Nolan was under attack. We get the Automoto Chi S, an extra $6 million in bonuses, and we completed that. We also killed 3 Zeuses, which that was a really good pick. So 5.5 million C-bills from it, and a tier 5 AC-20 5 tons of AC-20 ammo. And let me see. Yeah, we'll just grab that for now. Now what we're going to do is let's go ahead and sell all of the mechs that we have. So we're up to 131 million C-bills right now. Let's sell all the mechs that we salvaged. You get to stay, actually. So you're 670,000. Do we need the Kintaro? I forget if we're doing Kintaros.
No.
Okay, so the Kintaro can get sold. The Kintaro is worth 1.2 million. The Shadowhawk is 1.2 million. We need that 5J. We don't need this 5N. The 5N is 1.1 million. The Wolverine is 1.1 million. Forgot to do light mechs. We don't need a Firestarter H. 600,000 rounded up. The 5V, we don't need more than one. 550,000 or 1,000, yeah. The Wolfhound, we don't need it. about 650,000 heavy mechs. The Archer, I don't think we're using Archers in this series.
Nope.
Yeah, no Archers. So the Archer 2R gets sold for 2.1 million. We might need that Black Knight 6. Yeah, we need the Black Knight 6 so it doesn't get sold. We don't need 2's Catapult C1s. It gets sold for 1.1 million C-bills. This Warhammer gets sold for 2 million C-bills. This Assault Max, we don't need more of these 8Qs. So the 8Q gets sold for 1.8 million C-bills. Do we need an 8T? We don't need a second. Well, actually, we'll keep the second one just in case I want to use it for missiles or something. The Victor 9B for 2.8 million. That's a good price. Victor 9B, 2.8 million. Also pretty good price. Zeus 6S for basically 3 million C-bills. So we went up from 131 million up to 155 million, not even including if I got some excess equipment that I might sell. And we are walking out of this in December 4th, 3039. And, yeah. The next DLC will be rapidly approaching. That will be the Solaris Showdown. And, I mean, I think we're in pretty good shape. Getting all that gear, that Tier 5 gear, will come, probably will come in handy against the clans in the Shadow Kerensky. And that's where really the crucible of these Inner Sphere mechs is going to come out. We're going to see how good they are there. Also, it's almost time to get the Atlas 2. Get our free Atlas 2 pretty soon, but not just yet. Anyways, I think that's good enough. So, we're at our time. So I am going to call it here. I think it's a good time to get out. Anyways, thank you for joining us. We will be back sometime. I might stream this weekend. If I'm doing just regular missions, I, may or may not stream with the sheriff isn't. I like to really have the sheriff on the DLC missions. If he's not available on the weekend, I might still stream on the weekend just to kind of keep the series going. That's kind of the plan, I think, going forwards. But, yeah, otherwise, I think this went pretty well. Dragon's Gambit, I actually think, is a pretty tough DLC. It's, you got to have some pretty decent stuff in order to do it competently. Like, there are some missions that really test you, but I do think that is part of what makes it a fun DLC overall. Down in the chat, here's an invite to the Discord. You can talk about MechWarrior 5 there. You can ask me about your builds there. I am typically in the voice chat every day. Where I play games with people and just hang out. We talk about all kinds of stuff. I'm a fan of a lot of different mecha series, like Gundam in particular, I really like. I also like Macross as well. So, I talk about all kinds of stuff as well as other things. And I do play games with people. And, I need to get a moment to know people before I just, let people jump into games. But once I get to know people, then, you can even play games with the team. Right now, we're playing a lot of Helldivers 2. And I recently got back into Deep Rock Galactic, so if you like those games, just introduce yourself, and, I just need to talk to you a few times to make sure you're not, like, insane, because we've had some really weird people join the stream, or not in the stream, they start, like, streaming porn and stuff like that. So, like, I don't know, like, I got to protect the Discord a little bit, but once I get to know people, I'm not unwilling to let them join in. Everyone is welcome to join Anime Night. That is on Tuesday and Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, which is UTC -4. We're currently watching Zeta Gundam. After that, we'll probably watch Gundam The Origin and then the Zeta Gundam New Translation movies. That's the plan. Anyways, Sheriff and I are dipping out. So thank you guys so much for being real. We'll see you later, though. Deuces, everyone. And remember that you don't have to be good to get good.